Hello, my name is Rachel Elliott. This video serves as the final project for CHPM 2605, Practice Development 1, Principles of Practice and Business Management at Life University. Take 1.
Action.
So, first of all, I have 2 binders on my laptop here. Trying to save some trees, don't waste the paper. Go planet. The first one is regarding chiropractic research. There are multiple different sections. So the first section is for vertebral subluxation and contains articles regarding research about subluxation, how it happens, how to fix it, blah, blah, blah. The next section is for wellness development care. And the third section of this file is for subluxation condition-based care articles. One of my favorite sections is about chiropractic spinal articles. I found a lot of good research for that. The next folder has articles regarding functional neurology and how it can be incorporated into your practice and used as a referral tool to a specific functional neurology clinic. I am working on finding articles about current mechanic systems for the next folder. And the one that it seems to show a lot of articles for is the bad medicine folder. The last section of articles is under the new vitalistic systems folder. I will continue to add articles to this file as I come across them throughout the rest of my time at Life University and throughout my career. It's important for chiropractors to stay current with research in order to perform at the best level we can and provide the best care possible. So, that's the first binder. The second binder, it's not really a binder. It's just a folder with a bunch of files in it. It's actually folders within a folder. The next one is for practice management files. It contains different documents that I found from this class and the Blackboard page and from other seminars and stuff. I've been able to incorporate some stuff and from clubs. So I plan to use that and use it to plan my practice and edit different parts of it as I continue in school and then also throughout my time in my practice. So the sections in this are like the pre-visit stuff, so anything that we would do before the patient would actually come in, any other like event planning and stuff and how to get new patients. The next folder is for the first visit information and different like forms and stuff that they have to fill out. The next one is the healthcare class, so that's mainly for the doctor and information that I'm working on presenting and stuff. And then there's the report of findings, so information regarding all of our, like financial reports and all the extra reports and that kind of stuff. And then the progressive exam file. So as I said before, I'm going to continue filling these folders and files with documents over the next few years in order to run, next few years and forever, basically, in order to run a successful practice. So then we will jump right into the report of findings and all the good stuff. So this is my patient. Hi, Paris. Welcome back to our office. Perfect. How are you doing?
Well, it's St. Patrick's Day, and I got a little rowdy last night.
Oh, Paris!
I went to the battery, and
battery.
I rode the mechanical bull,
Okay.
and I had, I think, too much to drink, and I came in this morning with low back pain.
Okay, gotcha. And I remember from your case history, you had said you had some neck pain and stuff too going on.
Yeah, like
some
I was
headaches.
in a car accident. I get like a lot of headaches, and it's just really stiff in my neck.
I know you were also an athlete.
Yes.
So that definitely can take some hits and kicks there. So.
That's right, yeah.
So your last visit, you did fill out the case history, which would be all the stuff regarding your information and stuff, your patient history. So actually the first one is regarding all of your, like what's going on with your issues and stuff. Then we had your patient history. So that's all about you and what's happened in your life and your family history questionnaire. So anything that could possibly impact you, from your family, genetics, blah, 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 nature, nurture. At the last visit, we also did a physical exam, a chiropractic exam, and we took a set of x-rays. How did you feel about those?
I'm kind of curious to see how those turned out.
Okay, well, great,
see what
because
I look like on the inside.
I know, it's pretty wild. I'll have to show you. And you also attended our healthcare class earlier in the week. How did you like that?
Oh, I really liked it. I felt very informed.
Oh, that's good. What was something that you learned at it?
I learned about a subluxation.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about, like, how a subluxation affects you?
Like,
Does it kind of make sense?
Yeah, I think, like, with everything I've been through, that I probably have a lot of subluxation, so that's probably affecting my health.
I think a lot of people do, so I'm glad you're recognizing that. Yeah. And then one of the other main things I just want to make sure that we've covered is how chiropractic can help with the subluxations and increasing your optimal potential in life. Good? All right. So, with all of that, then are you ready to hear what my recommendations are for your care?
I am.
Perfect. So, you came into our office with low back and neck pain, and during your case history, you described the recurrent soccer issues and injuries, and then our new battery incident, all the good stuff. So, obviously, these are incidents that have happened over a long period of time, right? So, and they don't just happen one by one, and they keep on happening over and over again. So, as that happens, we're going to progressively have increased time of subluxation or increased symptoms. And so just because something didn't happen in a split second, so it's going to take more than a split second to heal it and get your body functioning again. Okay, perfect. That sounds good. So we can take a peek at some x-rays here. So the first x-ray I'm going to show you is a lateral cervical x-ray. So the first thing, what do you see here? You tell me.
I don't really know.
Okay.
I see some bones.
Yeah, so let's hear. So what we have here, these are all of your spinal bones. So they are housing your spinal cord. What we would like to see is a nice C-shaped curve.
Okay.
So kind of like an opposite banana. And so what, do you think that we see that?
No, that's straight up and down.
Pretty straight, yeah. So, and I would guess a lot of times that would happen with students. I know you're a student, so definitely when you're sitting in class all day and you're leaning forward to write and stuff, it definitely takes away part of that curve.
I do a lot of sitting.
Yes, same, unfortunately. But so we're going to work on restoring that curve back to your cervical curve is what they call it, back to a proper C-shaped curve here. And then hopefully that'll help get rid of some of your headaches and stuff.
Oh, cool.
So, and I do just want to point out, this funky looking bone right at the top here. And you can also see it on our spinal model. Oh, this bone right here is called the atlas. So the atlas actually houses the end of the brainstem. So there's over 72 trillion nerves running through there.
Wow, that's amazing.
I know, it's crazy. So you can kind of imagine that if that bone gets a little out of whack or a little out of line, it's going to, or out of alignment, it's going to have a tremendous effect on the rest of your body, right? Because all these nerves that are passing through here are all going to be all funky now. So, I wanted to make sure we point that out to you. Then we also have a couple other x-rays that we took. This is our next x-ray. This is the APOM, which stands for anterior posterior open mouth film. One of the main things that we want to point out is this space over here. This is your periodontal space. And so the main thing is that we want this part of your bone here to be sitting right in the center of these two. And obviously that's not happening, huh?
Oh, yeah, that's way off center.
Yes, so it's going to be putting a lot of different pressures on everything, all those nerves that are coming through there as well. And that is the sides of this bone right here.
Oh.
So as you can tell, yes. So we're going to work on getting that back to normal and stuff, and hopefully it helps to get rid of some of your headaches and neck pain. And then the last thing we have here is your low back x-ray. Low back. Oh. So this right here is your pelvis, and then this is the bottom of your spinal column. Do you see anything funky?
It looks like one of my hips is like way higher.
Okay, definitely. So that could be something, and what that actually confirms is I thought that you had a subluxation at your left SI joint, which stands for sacroiliac. Oh. So this is your ilium and your sacrum, and where these two bones touch and move together is called your sacroiliac joint.
Okay.
So, and one of the other things a lot of people get a little weirded out about, do you see these like darker spots around here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those are just gas bubbles in your intestine and stuff.
It was like holes. I was nervous.
No, see, and you don't have holes in your stomach,
okay.
do you? No, or in your abdomen. No, exactly. See, people get freaked out by that, but it's really no big deal.
I was worried.
So we trace them throughout the shape of the intestine, and it's all good.
Okay.
But the other thing we want to notice here is that your spinal column is kind of going a little off to the side.
Yeah, it's definitely tilted a little bit to the right.
So that definitely will happen when you have that sacroiliac misalignment and subluxation there.
Okay.
So it'll cause everything else from the bottom up to kind of work its way in, because your brain will want to compensate for to make sure that you're staring straight on at the horizon, so it'll mess up everything else, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But okay, so let's see here. We've gone through your x-rays now, and during your exam, so I did all of the orthopedic and visceral tests and stuff,
you
and
sure did.
Those showed us in muscle testing where what areas you were weak with and what we had issues with, and it all came back to this C1 and your left sacroiliac joint.
Oh, okay.
So I think we're going to proceed with that. So how do you feel about your understanding of
that makes
this?
so much more sense why I'm like having headaches and back pain now.
Okay, good. I'm glad that helped. So, and I'm assuming that you're probably still having symptoms at this time, but I recommend that we proceed with a condition-based care plan for you.
Okay.
So, you will come into our office 3 times per week for the next 6 weeks. It'll be $30 a visit. And then after that 6 weeks, we're going to reevaluate your condition. We'll do a whole nother exam and check out how it's going. And then from that, we'll see what the prognosis is, and we will adjust your care plan as needed.
That sounds
so
good.
How does that sound?
That sounds great.
Good.
Yeah.
Do you want to proceed with care?
I would love to.
Let's begin!